Welcome to Modern Homestead, Alaska. I'm Jessica.
I'm Aaron.
And we are subsistence fishing down here on the Kenai River today. We limited out 2 days in a row. We're gonna head home and we're also going to be pickling some salmon bellies. So won't you join us for today's fishing adventures?
These ones are made for blind guys like me. I can see it. That little green one has little tiny eyelets.
Yeah.
Now Cody says I have to shoot with my prescriptions. She goes, you shoot better with those. You can see. I go, Cody? Not my daughter. They're in this front pocket.
Even your tackle box smells like fish now.
That new line you bought on that reel?
Yeah.
Kind of like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels better than the other stuff.
Like a gentleman, my pull is ready first. But we go down at the same time, I guess. Doesn't matter.
Gotta tighten up her drag or she'll lose fish, folks.
That's right. You keep me in good shape.
She's not very... She lets them get away.
Really?
Well, she said she doesn't, but...
How much trouble are you looking to be in right off the bat? Haven't even thrown your line in and you're already wet.
Full send. Full send.
Hook set.
Hook set. Come on. Who bent that thing?
You get beat up out here. I can't feel that at the same time. Real sorry.
Look at that.
We're all tied up.
Hey, baby. Love that stuff. Look at 'em.
Fish on. Fish on.
catching sockeyes, also known as reds, out here on the Kenai River. It is good fishing right now.
That one all the way through.
We're bleeding them out now to get the blood out of the meat. So that way when you go to fillet them, the meat's way better than if you leave all that blood in there.
It kills them faster.
Nice fish, buddy. Nice!
There he goes.
Nice.
Fish on.
So once we stop, I've got to
Oh, it's in the mouth. I'll help. That's Aaron's third. The limit down here on the Kenai is 6. That can be a combination. Right now, if you catch a silver, you can get 2 silvers, 4 pinks, or 4 reds, or you could get 6 reds or a combination. But if you catch 2 silver salmon, you cannot catch anything else that day, and you can't go someplace else on the Kenai River and continue fishing. So Aaron is already within a couple of minutes, his third already down. 6 a day, 12 in possession. So you could fish 6 today, 6 tomorrow, and then all of a sudden you can get 12. What? Oh yeah, he is still silver. He is not a silver salmon. Aaron's already got 5. I broke my leader line off, and so as soon as he gets his 6th one, he's gonna fix my line. I'll fish with his pole for a little bit. I have 5 more to go. It's pretty exciting. We've only been here for a little short bit. It's raining, and I fell in just a little bit pulling in. Every fish is splashing me, so wild fun. So we're not even gonna net the fish. I'm just gonna hold the pole for Aaron, and he's just gonna get the hook out. If you don't catch it in the mouth, it's not fair, and you can't keep those fish. So you can't just snag into them. You do have to fair catch them. So it has to be, that lure has to go in the mouth of the salmon. So you'll see people like snagging stuff down in Seward, and they're using these big weights, and they're just like kind of ripping into the body of the salmon, and they can catch it anywhere. That's actually in the ocean, and everywhere has different rules, limits, how you can catch the fish, even down to the size of the hook. All of that can be regulated, and you have to just pay really close attention to where you're at. So anything that's not in the mouth, we're not keeping.
Fish on. Legal?
Legal and on. Backing up. You want the pretty silver colored ones? They, the redder they are, the longer they've been in the river. They're beautiful. They're used to, they're like picture perfect. But eating wise, the more silver they are, the less red, the better eating the fish is. But look at that guy. World's greatest netter, netting, filming netter.
Let's see her, folks. Let her. Fish on!
Fish off! Got it!
Yeah. Folks, here we are at hour 24 with Jessica in this hole. I was here for 10 minutes. But my methods don't work. Sometimes you just gotta let the children play, they say. And look at her fishing like a champ.
They don't wear out in the first quarter like you.
Gotta record how she talks to me, folks.
Like an angel.
Yeah, Fish? Yeah?
Oh,
Come on, babe.
son of a-
I tell you. And you're like, just let her float a little bit longer.
Sometimes I like to figure out what it is. All right, we are 6 each, so 12 all reds. Look at those. Woohoo! Look at that.
Look at Jessica's big one.
Oh, big fish right behind me.
You want help or you got him?
I got him.
You got her, buddy.
All
Yeah.
right, so I'm gonna run the net and the poles and everything to the truck. I'm gonna grab the knives. We'll wait in line and Aaron will clean them down here at the river. A lot less stuff goes home that way. You ready? And I just do 2 fish per bag for that. So there's just some cleaning stations along the side. We just wait for one. It's not like something set up by the state. I think just fishermen do this, and you just come down here. You throw the carcasses in the rushing water, so the fast water moves it downstream, continues the life cycle of feeding other things, and then we take home the fish that we want. We just clean it up, get all the blood and those sort of things out of it, and I'll do the final cleanup at the house. Oh, that's a pretty one. I'll see you there. All right, I put 2 salmon in each bag, so there's 6 bags, 12 salmon right now. Aaron and I are gonna go to dinner, we're gonna hang out, we'll probably take a little nap in the truck, and then we'll fish at first light again. It has to be a new day, so it has to be past midnight. It's starting to get dark now, whereas in July, June, it didn't get dark hardly at all, and you could fish like 2 midnight and then start. We can't do that right now. Plus it's a little overcast, cloudy, so it will get super dark tonight. So we'll probably take just a little bit of a rest, but let's go to Soldotna. It's a little town here off the Kenai River, and see if we can't find some dinner. Good fishing. This is a build your own taco, steak, all the trimmings. How is the salsa? Is it hot or not? No, it never is in Alaska. So, it's so good. Let me see you get a bite. Sir? Thank you. How is it? Good morning, friends. How did you sleep? Oh, I slept terribly in the back seat of the truck, and Aaron slept in the front seat. So I have my handy dandy emergency blanket under the seat and a pillow. That is it. So we have some instant coffee and maybe some breakfast. Aaron's gonna start getting dressed. We'll jump out of the truck. It's a little bit chilly this morning. The windows fogged up real bad last night. But that's all right. I think there's 3, as far as I can see, 3 other cars in the parking lot. So we're gonna make coffee and get to fishing. Secretly hoping there's silverware in one of them. Aaron was over here. We're having breakfast of champions, Advil, and he said, "What's your favorite thing in the morning about fishing?" Putting on cold, wet waders.
Yeah. Mine have a little hole in them, so I get wet on the inside too. So that's awesome.
Woo! Keep you wet on the inside and the outside.
Only like Sims can do.
It's the best part of waking up. It's not
Folgers in my cup.
It's not. It's not. It's wet waders on a brisk morning by the Kenai River. We brought nothing. I take this emergency kit everywhere, and it has the fire stuff in it. So after dinner last night, we went and got some instant coffee and some creamer. We have no silverware. I do have some oatmeal if we want to try to eat it with the one knife I found in the truck. I'm super allergic to the cold. I have one of the top 3 rarest allergies known to man, and I carry this emergency kit everywhere. It's got clean clothes in it, it's got emergency blankets and ways to dry off and all of the stuff that would be life-saving for me, whereas the average person can just kind of get wet and they're fine. I cannot, so that is why there is an ability to heat up water and I have fire starters, I have everything in there. So no matter where we go, we take this green box. You'll see it in a bunch of our videos. So that's actually what's in there and why. And that's why I can have some coffee this morning. I am about out. Oop, that flame went out. Went ahead and used up what was left on one of these little doohickeys, but this is so nice. Aaron and I have had this probably 10 years. I don't actually know if it's the Jetboil brand or not. Is it? Is this topper the Jetboil brand? Do you remember what brand you bought?
No.
He doesn't remember what brand he bought.
It's not the Jetboil.
He says it's not the Jetboil because those are super expensive. But we're almost boiling. We have little bubbles. So nice. Well, we bought cream for no reason. This is the total deal. It has, I think, everything in it. I didn't read the ingredients. It has calories, which coffee doesn't. 2 tablespoons, 70 calories. What is in here? Sugar. Instant coffee. #1 ingredient. Okay, so cool. We'll keep this for other trips.
Down there fishing, you'll burn.
We even got caramel.
Burn them sugars up.
thinking that this was just kind of like a flavored instant coffee. It is flavored with sugar. That looks good. You can always put more in. You can't put less. Do you want oatmeal?
No.
I have one butter knife that we can share.
You really gonna eat oatmeal?
Probably not, because I have one butter knife to share. But I have oatmeal if you want it. Here, cheers.
Oh. Very made?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I put it in here in case that's too hot. It might be weird. Is it good?
Oh, it's recording.
I know.
I'm the test dummy.
If you need more, you can put more in. You just can't put less, I said. It's coffee. That's hot. Waiters. I think it does still need cream. That's strong.
Oh, you're gonna need those. You're gonna be up here. You're not getting dressed, are you?
I'm getting dressed right now while the coffee cools to where I can chug it.
Yo.
Yo ho.
You got the coffee down, but
It's good.
I've gotten dressed, got us geared up,
I made coffee.
and you made coffee.
I'm not ready at all, but I did make coffee. I get dressed. Neoprene that's cold and wet in the morning.
Warms right up.
It doesn't. We are ridiculous. Erin is like trying to physically like jump me into the waiters.
No, Aaron wasn't trying to jump
Thank
into the waiter.
goodness we are the only people in this parking lot. We look so ridiculous. Okay, a little coffee, a lot more fishing. Let's go. So here's a hilarious story. The grocery store last night. Ran into a girl that everyone met the very first time, went flossing on the Russian River. She's not even from
What?
flossing on the Russian River.
Said flopping.
Flossing, Russian River. That's flossing is the kind of fishing we're doing. The Russian River connects to the Kenai up more north. Anyway, ran into her. So Liz is gonna fish with us this morning. And I just find it incredibly fun. Alaska is still so small population wise that you can run into someone 2 years later at a totally different fishing spot and recognize each other from having fished an entire day together and making amazing memories. That is why in our house we're trying to change the verbiage. The kind of fishing we're doing everyone calls combat fishing. We don't. We call it community fishing. You get in there like a community, you help one another out, everyone works together, and voila, we work as one in order for all of us to get the fish. Are we alone? What's Cody say? Hooey? I almost said it and I was He goes, hooey.
Wheat.
And
Got it.
okay, Aaron, tell me what went wrong.
Having 2 women fish at the same time.
How long? We've been down here 35 minutes, and Liz and I are both already limited out. And Aaron goes, "Sorry, it happened so fast I couldn't record." I never even got you on camera catching a single fish.
Yeah, what the heck?
I know. What is wrong with us? So, Aaron's got his 6 to go, and then we're done. And it's, what'd you say, 7:30-ish?
7:30.
It's around 7:30 in the morning. We're already 12 fish in, 6 more to go.
All right, you girls.
Perfect.
Snack.
You ready?
Yeah, I'll-
Here we go. There you are. Oh! Off.
Brought a cup down.
Yeah? Behind you. Behind him. Woo! Nice! Woo! That one's fair. If you can't tell, it is super slippery. Someone pulls in. What? Huh? Yeah, that's your 4th. You got 2 more. And this is why we only fish 1 person at a time most of the time. Aaron is good enough at netting that both Liz and I fished at the same time. But more than once, one of us was holding a fish in the current, and they'll stay real calm in the current. As soon as you pull them out of it, they start going crazy when you try to net them. But Aaron was fast enough and he just hustled the whole time because we're fish on, fish on, fish on. And so now it's his turn. It's a lot less dangerous because someone drowns in this river every single year, unfortunately. But watch your step, super slippery, and there's a ton of rocks where we're at. So maybe that picks up in the video, maybe it doesn't, but it's a hard spot to fish, but the fish are here and it's good fishing and it's fast, so it's perfect. So you need 4 on this one, so you got 1 more. Woo! That's it.
Yeah.
We did it!
Look at you guys putting the food on the table.
You got it?
Are you ready?
Wait.
We're gonna tube in. Oh yeah, you can grab right there where you grab.
Go like this?
Yep.
We pull it in the air. Ready?
Yep.
Nice.
Well, we did it. We are all loaded up, dumped our trash. We are headed to Sterling. I think we're gonna try a place called the Bluebird Cafe. And then we're on our way home. We are starved. It is 11 a.m. What time did we head out yesterday? About the same time?
It's about noonish.
Noonish? Okay. 3 hours drive. 3 hours here, 3 hours home, and about 24 hours of this adventure so far. We're about to hit that 24-hour mark, so pretty exciting. It's a ton of work in order to do and live like this, but the reward, the memories, the adventure of it all, it's totally worth it. Well, good morning. We're back home. I'm gonna get started on these fillets, and we have, I guess, 4. Number 1, we're going to be pickling a bunch of this salmon for the first time, so that's exciting. Number 2, the most beautiful fillets, I am going to keep them whole. Normally I quarter my fish, so half of a fillet is 1 serving. It's the easiest way at our home. The kids can take it to their own homes, and then anyone that's here, and then I just pull out, have however many servings we need, and that is simple. But sometimes it's really nice to have like a full, beautiful fillet. And we don't have any of those in the freezer right now. So I have space for, it would be 10 fillets or 5 gallon that I have. Pickle the salmon, and then the bellies, we're gonna hold those separate. And then anything that is left over after we get our pickled ones ready, our full fillets, anything that's left over, I'm just gonna package like I normally do. So that would be the 4th aspect. So we're just gonna start out with, I think I'll get a colander. And start rinsing the salmon. Some have some ribs on them, some don't, but it's straight out of the river. And I just wanna take the opportunity to just really clean up, make sure that there's no sand and different things in there, and then clean each and every fillet completely before we process it. So I just do that, and then I come here, this kind of has some ribs. I have a super sharp knife, and I'm just gonna slide underneath those bones and those ribs. We'll get you in closer in just a second. And then I just toss these scraps aside. And then anything that we are going to be salt curing, we need to take the skin off, right? But that's all right. And then we have our scrap bowl. Let me see. I think there's some bigger ones. Okay. So just slide in here like this. Turn my knife sideways and wiggle. Need to reshape it. It's coming up nice. There we go. They're really cold. They're almost frozen from the ice. Okay, there we go. Skin, and there is no skin left on this side. I'm gonna get this one ready. I have a clean commercial kind of tote. And we're gonna layer, hold on. So here's where I ended up with today. So here's my salted curing salmon. So this I'm just gonna put right back in the cooler over there. It is full of ice, and let this go for 24 hours. I wasn't planning on canning anything today, but I do have this completely prepped and ready, and because I'll be canning this fish tomorrow, even though we'll be jarring it and having the vinegar and all of those things in order to pickle it, I'm gonna wash the jars at the same time for both of these. I'm gonna do all of it. And so this salmon is cleaned, I've rinsed it. It's completely ready to pack and pressure can tomorrow. I have my bag of bellies. This is an upcoming project. I have 2 of these now. I'm not super sealing it, even though I'm gonna freeze them. I'm gonna pop them in the freezer and we'll figure out how to use them. And then I have 7 full salmon, so 2 fillets in each bag, which is whole salmon, so 7 whole salmon as well. That totals 24 big Kenai River red salmon, totally processed to this point. We'll finish it tomorrow. So I'm gonna pop these over here in the cooler so that they can sit and just hang out. All of the scraps go to our chickens. There's eggs everywhere. Our chickens produce the most protein that we do actually consume because we eat eggs every single day. And so giving the chickens the scraps, I mean, everyone talks about the best omega-3 fatty acids and all of the things that you get from salmon. By giving just the scraps to our chickens, they then produce food for us as well. And so it's just a whole life cycle continuing on. Everything feeds everything that feeds us, and then we go and keep this process going. So we'll pick this up here tomorrow. We are getting started this morning. I am gonna can the salmon first, but I need to soak the salted cured salmon for about 30 minutes in clean water. And you can see here, all of that liquid has come out of the salmon. So we have to get rid of that. We have to rinse each one, get all the salt off of it, and then we want to soak it in clean water so that the salmon isn't super, super salty. We just use that to cure it. We don't want to process or preserve it with this same salt. So I'm going to, I don't really know any other way of doing it, but dump them out. Wash the container. I'll rinse each salmon and then put them back in the same tub. Super, okay, these are super firm. Like there's not a lot of play, and that's a good thing. So I'm just gonna scrub the granules of salt off. All right, we're gonna leave those in the cold water for about 30 minutes, and then I might do a second rinse on them. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start canning just the plain salmon. The only thing we're gonna put in here is about a ½ teaspoon of salt with each jar. And beyond that, there's no liquid, there's nothing. Well, the salmon has been kept cold so that I could do all of this in one day. And so the water that's in the canner is cold, and I'm not gonna preheat that at all because I want the same temperature in the canner as I do the jars so that everything comes up to temp at the same time. I'm gonna fill the jars, I'm gonna wipe them with white vinegar around the lid, the rim, and then I'm gonna put a brand new lid on, reuse some rings, and what this is gonna end up being is like, use it the same way you would like canned tuna. It will make great like salmon patties, it'll make great sandwiches, anything that you would use that for. So I'm going to get the salmon in here. Now, just so you know, there's no proved canning method for salmon, so do what you want, but we have been canning salmon, or at least Alaskans have been canning salmon for many, many years. So this is not something that's new. It's just, they haven't done all of the research for how much. So right about there, I'm gonna keep it below that, but just stick it in like that. I'm not gonna touch the salt yet. I'm gonna wash my hands in between, and then I'm going to add the salt in all at the same time. So I wanna fill as many jars as I can, and I'm a little disappointed that I didn't think of this earlier, because I think it would have been so great to fill our shelves with this. I could see this being a little bit more versatile than some of the other methods of preserving it, because I can literally from here turn it into anything that I want. So pretty excited about it this time. So I have a little bowl here and some white vinegar, and that is what we're going to use to clean all the fat, wipe down the whole jar and the rim. I have a clean rag, even though it's stained, and then half of a teaspoon of kosher salt in each jar. And then using that clean rag, we're going to super soak it in just straight vinegar. Let's start here. I'm going to wipe the rim. And then feel, make sure there's no nicks. On with a brand new lid. On with a ring. Finger tight. Into the cold canner. We're gonna get the pressure canner going because these are gonna can for 100 minutes. So after it vents for 10 minutes, we're gonna build the pressure up to 15 pounds of pressure. And then we are going to can after it comes up to 15 pounds for 100 minutes. So that is a super long canning process. And in that amount of time, we should be able to do the other project. So that's why I want to get this running first, even though it may be a little bit loud in the kitchen. That's all right. So we're gonna start with the brine because we want it to cool. We have 8 cups of water in the pan, and to that I need 4 cups of white vinegar. So the recipe I'm following says 10 sockeye salmon, which is technically, they split it up into 2s. So it would be 5, just 10 fillets, which is pretty close to what we have. So I'm doing basically a half recipe or 1 recipe. So 8 water, 4 distilled white vinegar, a half a cup of organic brown sugar, and a cup and a half of white sugar. We're gonna let this heat up till it dissolves, and then we're gonna simmer it for about 30 minutes to get all the flavors in here. I have a pickling spice of choice. I have some dried jalapeno peppers, some yellow mustard seed, and some peppercorns. So that goes in, and you give it a whisk, and we're just gonna watch this until it dissolves and then turn it down. So layered into the jars, we're gonna do onion, fresh dill, and oranges. So the oranges are washing, and we're just gonna slice up the onions and get them ready to layer in there with the fish. filling the jar. So I put the fish out one last rinse, and then I put it out on a like cookie sheet on a pan to just dry. And it's a firm fish. Am going to do layers, and then we're gonna top it off. While that is simmering and the canner is going, we'll start slicing up the beautiful salmon. Okay, so I have a layer of salmon and then one orange and a little bit of onion, and then a little dill, and then another layer. The canner is just loudly piping away over there, and we are almost done, but I wanted to show you the first jar that I did. Already the vinegar and sugars are curing and cooking that salmon, so pickling it, and then here it is, just super bright before it goes in. And so what I've been doing is taking a butter knife on the side of the jar so that we can get the liquid all the way down, and going in with the pickle brine, and then moving the salmon around so that I can get all the air out. And then I'm filling it as far to the top as I can in order to not leave space for air. Air is the enemy of preservation, no matter what it is. If you're dehydrating, if you're freeze drying, if you are canning, if you are salt curing, it doesn't actually matter. So we want to get all the air out as we can. And I'm going to have a little bit left over of the brine. And tomorrow, I'll pop each one open, make sure of any air that's risen to the top. I get that air out, and then I continue to just keep it full with the pickle brine. And then we want to make sure the fish stays completely submerged. So I got a wet rag here. I'm just wiping the jars off as I go. And the lids, it's not a sealed lid, but that's okay. We still don't want air gaps in there. And then there we have it. A beautiful jar of pickled Kenai River red salmon. 3 more to go. It has been 100 minutes. I just shut it off a second ago. You don't take anything off. You don't touch it. You do nothing. I can still hear them bubbling inside. The pressure is still super high. This would be a hospital visit if you mess with it. So leave your canner alone. We'll get the salmon out here this evening. It's about 4 o'clock now here in Alaska, and so it'll be hours before this fully comes down. Well, here we have it. I have other projects I need to move on and get started with. We're waiting on the canner to come down, and we ended up with 15 quarts of pickled salmon, 11 or 12 pints of canned salmon, 7 bags with 2 fillets, so 2 full fillets, so gallon-sized bags in the freezer, and an entire bag of salmon bellies. It has taken 4 days of work. 2 fishing, 1 to prepare the fish, and then to brine it in the salt for 24 hours. And then one full day of processing and cleaning and dealing with all of it. So 4 days of work and a huge amount of salmon put away for the upcoming season. This is only good for 6 months, so I am gonna date all of these before I put them in the refrigerator so that we know to be using them up very, very quickly. But these are stored in the refrigerator. You store them upside down for, I think it's 7 or 14 days. I'll put that on the screen. But you store them upside down. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna flip them, like I said, so that we're making sure that the fish is in the brine. And then I saved some of the pickle juice pickling juice, in order to top them off tomorrow as they give way and the air comes out, all of that fun stuff. So as they jostle around, some air bubbles come to the top, but there we have it.